Gentlemen, we are live. Welcome to Fort Lee, New Jersey. I'm at the Doubletree by Hilton Hotel. We are at Knuckles Up 3 press conference brought to you by Golden Qatar. It is brilliant here. We have a different sort of format at the moment. As you can see, I don't have any athletes behind me. Don't worry, they're not all trying to cut weight. They're not all at the bar. They're getting ready. So what we're going to do is we're going to introduce the athletes and we're going to weigh them in. But while I just have you for a minute, this is becoming the promotion in North America. So if you look at the description, you can see down there that there is the link for the pay-per-view. If you want to sit there and have one of the best promotions stay in North America, you need to buy the pay-per-view. They are bringing stars from all over the world in order to get this. We have Poland, we have Japan, we have Korea. Of course, we've got the local people here from the United States. There are so many athletes. We've got 8 mega matches ready to go. I'm your host, the Aussie arm wrestler, Jake Ward, and we will bring in our first matchup. And of course, it is Roger Learned taking on John Thompson. So Roger, John, please come in. We'll get their weight. These guys don't have a weight cap. Come in. Don't be shy. These guys don't have a weight cap. So we'll get in there. And of course, Big Roger, please jump on the scales. And we'll get your official weight. 112 pounds. Man, you tiny. No. Let's go. 242 on the dot. Roger, fantastic. You want to go take your seat there, my man? And of course, there he is.
Does this go to 400?
Well, we'll see. So jump on. Error. Too big. Too massive. What kind of scales have we got here, Will? What is going on? John has come in at 271 pounds. Are you kidding, umpire? That is big. The Mastodon. John Thompson. And then, of course, the next match, the super heavyweight division. We've got Wayne Withers and Mega Mike. Gentlemen, these are two, I think we got 3 or 4 super heavyweight matches here, and these guys are massive. Wayne, you tall stack of deck of cards, get in there. 6'6". 328 pounds. Fantastic. And let's see how Mega Mike is. That is a good 270 pounds. 270 pounds. So everyone watching, these are official weigh-ins. So there's a few matches that have weight limits on it. Obviously, when you see the last 4 athletes that are coming, there is no one in there. But the next one in the ladies' match, they do. We have Danielle, Evenson, and Nadia, Walinsky. Please come in, you superstars. Now, behave, everyone at home. Danielle does have to cut a few pounds. So shoes and jackets will come up. Also, we do have a 1 pound allowance. So if we get in there, please jump on. So 155 on the button. So it's a 155 pound weight limit. And Danielle has just made it after an easy weight cut today. And of course, Nadia, easy, 153.2. Brilliant stuff there. And we've got a great matchup coming up next, Japan and Korea. So please, Toshiyuki, Shashido, and G-Hun, please come to the table. Or the scales, I should say. Tomorrow night is when all the matches are happening. Let's go, you big superstar. What have we got here? Really? 295. So 294.8. You are a big man. You are a big man. Wow. Thank you. Please grab a seat. G, come on. 255.8. Oh, look at that. Fantastic. Awesome. Thank you very much. And then, of course, we've got Lean Machine, Tom Holland, and Beck Sonor. Please come to the scales. I'm getting too excited about tomorrow night. I keep saying, come to the table. I want him to come to the scales. So let's go, Tommy. What do we got? 195 on the money. Beautiful here. Oh, ladies beware. He's about to get his kid off here. We just don't want to get demonetised from YouTube. Yeah. So 203 on the money. Beautiful. That was the limit there. Is that right, Will? 203 was the limit. Beautiful. Hey. So you get. Are you clapping him because he made weight? Come on! Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, Knuckles Up give out participation trophies while we're here. No, it is brilliant. Now, these two people that do not need to make weight with the human curse word, BJ Farcarus, and of course the Wrecking Ball, Migus, Dokus. Loser has to shave their head in this one. 312.1 pounds. Ho! Get the Farcarus out of here. Migus, get on the scales. The Wrecking Ball, show them how it's done. 336.2 pounds. Wowee. Get in there, grab a seat, my man. Just, look for your name tag there, son. No one ever said arm wrestlers were educated, but that is okay. So we roll on now to our semi-main event. And of course, we've got the fine wine, Jason Merlo, and the ultimate Muds, Super Mario Tambakis. Not going to lie, Mario's had a very, very fun weight cut. See if you can get in there. And of course, Jason Merlo, the local man, comes in at a very sexified 209.8 pounds. Clap at him because he's on the scales? Jason didn't even have to cut weight. I want a standing ovation if Mario makes weight, because if you're clapping Jason, oh my God, Jason, you stood there so perfectly. Oh, brilliant. Come on, Mario. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Demonetised already. 2 rated R superstars. Go eat some food. 214.8. So this was a 215-pound weight limit. You'll hear about Mario's weight cut during the press conference. Mario can now have a smile and eat. And then, of course, your main event, the Golden Dragon, Kamil Jablonski and Mirata Aslanov. Get in here. Murderer, Kamil. Wowee. 2 big rhinoceroses here. Is that good or bad? Are you happy with that? Yeah. 300.3 pounds for the Golden Dragon. Here we go, Murtala. $319.4 for Murtala Aslanov as he gives a sideways look. Come grab a seat. I will follow you and we'll see how all the superstars are going here. Thank you very much to our sponsors as well. It has been a great event so far. As you can see, all the ladies and gentlemen here are relaxed and you get to eat, big dog. You get to finally have some food. And we'll get in there. And of course, before I sit down, we are going to go from end and to the middle. And we're going to start off with our opening match here at Knuckles Up. And of course, the Mastodon, John Thompson and Roger Learn. And I want to start with Roger Dodger down at the end. Roger, welcome to Knuckles Up, mate.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'll take all the credit. I didn't bring him over, so that's all. I'll take it. No, Roger, you have been in this game for a while. You're looking to take a big scalp. Do you think it is time for Roger now to make his name in the arm wrestling world?
Definitely. I've been in the sport for almost 6 years and slow crawl, but any and every opportunity I get, I definitely embrace it.
It's going to be brilliant. Just quickly, we will shoot over a couple of times. I've got a couple of gentlemen, handsome gentlemen, just standing there on the table. Ryan, SB, Big Willie B. The guys are just standing there. Just quickly, before we go back and forth, gentlemen, Will, I just want to ask you, when you have someone on a social media scale, like John Thompson at the end, what is the thought process in picking an opponent for John?
Well, it's very simple, right? John has been in the sport for a long time. He's had some amazing matches all around the world. But specifically, we knew that his style would match up with Mr. Learned here because he's a local guy, and he's been trying to make his name. We reached out to Roger. He was excited about it. So it's, styles make matches, right? So their styles match up really well, and I think it's going to be a battle at the end of the day.
Okay. John, my man. A battle, they say. Let him have it.
Well, I've thought a lot about this match over the last couple months. Thought a lot about my arm wrestling career. Thought a lot about where I arm wrestle, how I arm wrestle, and who I arm wrestle. And I think I can really bring this match down to one thing. And I think everybody's going to like it, and that's America. Because I know damn well Roger Learned is a hell of an American, and I was just in Canada for 10 years. I come back, and you know what I want to do? I want to beat the holy hell out of another American, and I want you all to watch me do it.
So, Roger, what's it like coming up against such an eccentric character in John Thompson?
Uncle John is something else. But when he gets done, when it's over, he's not going to be an uncle no more. He's going to be my boy. My son.
Well, I think I can kind of sum a lot of this up in one special story. There's little things that come along in your life that make you look differently at things. I was getting ready earlier this week. I was at home. I had to run to Target. I see this kid out of the corner of my eye. He's probably 10, 12 years old. And he's like, Uncle John. And first off, this never happens. No kids ever come up to me. So I turn around, and this 10-year-old kid reminded me of me, a little bit overweight, a little bit excited. And he said, I watch you on YouTube. I love everything you do. And I talked to this kid, and I saw the mom, and the mom was so happy that her kid was getting one-on-one time. And so I talked to this kid about arm wrestling for about 5 minutes. At the very end, he says, I really hope you beat Roger this weekend. And I looked at him in his eyes, and I said, Roger who?
You're going to learn today.
I love it. And that is your opening match. John Thompson, Roger Learn. Roger being the local guy just from up the road here. And, of course, we all know what John Thompson is about. And, of course, we're going to stay in the very big boys division. And there's probably I was going to say there's no two bigger, but there's a couple of big boys next to me. But I'm talking about Mega Mike and country Wayne Withers. Wayne, I want to have a chat. Where are you, big Wayno? Where's your big southern? So where's my southern boy? He's over there. Wayno, love that you're on the big stage. I've been following your career for a while. You've been in the sport 14 years. Has it been a very frustrating journey that people aren't dropping Wayne's name when it comes to big super match ideas?
Yeah, sometimes. Like I say, I don't have a very big social media presence. I just don't focus on that. I focus more on training and arm wrestling, but I stay real busy throughout the year. I try to get in 10 or 12 tournaments, but these right here, these are where it's at. These pay-per-view, these Knuckles Up are awesome. They're really great.
And so when Knuckles Up reached out to you and said, we're going to give you a mega opponent, what was your first thought when Mike's name was dropped?
Oh, I was very excited. I've been keeping up with Mike for a few years. He's been making a lot of waves. He's been arm wrestling a lot. And when I see that, it makes me want to pull somebody that's getting a lot of attention and moving around like that. I really like to give him a try, see what I got for him, And Yeah, I think it's going to be a great match. A lot of people's talking to me about it. They're really excited to see us pull.
Oh, I think everyone's excited. Mega Mike.
Yes,
Name's like Madonna. He doesn't even have a last name. It's really weird. Like he showed me his birth certificate beforehand and literally says Mega Mike. Welcome to Knuckles Up, my man.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for having me.
Now you're a very strong character in the game of arm wrestling, and they've given you probably one of the biggest blokes for your first match here at Knuckles Up.
Yeah, when I got the message that they wanted me to pull Wayne, first thing I wanted to do was like, well, do you have anybody my size? But because of the opportunity and his big name and big stature, I just stepped up to the plate and took the challenge.
What does a win against Wayne Withers mean to you and mean to your arm wrestling career?
What does a win mean?
Yeah.
It's another step in the process. You start taking down guys like Wayne, and in the arm wrestling world, you get noticed. And the more you get noticed, the more opportunities you get.
It's going to be brilliant, and of course, the winner of this match will have something very exciting for him in the future. Just one more thing for Wayne. Wayne, do you just want to let us all know how you get to beat Mike? And I'm going to ask Mike the same question.
I'm just going to get to the strap, and we're going to see if he can contain my hand. A very strong hand, very massive, very powerful top roll. He's going to have to deal with it.
Can you deal with all that, Mega?
Yeah. That's why they call me Mega Mike.
Yes, that's the soundbite that I wanted. That's all. I was feeding it to him. That's all I needed. Everyone, we can go home. We'll wrap up now. I've got my Mega Mike saying that's why they call me Mega. No, it is brilliant. And of course, we'll move on. We have a brilliant match coming up after that, a 155-pound weight limit. We have Danielle Evenson and Nadia Walinsky. Danielle, you had to have a little bit of a weight cut. One thing I have noticed since your time here at Knuckles Up is how serious and professional you are about the sport of arm wrestling.
Thank you. Yes, I absolutely love it. And win or lose, I love it because I just like to do the sport. I like to get better. And that's one of the things I actually like about my opponent. Seems like an incredible sportsman who also respects strength like I do.
So for those that aren't familiar with you, what is your training like to prepare for a match and an opponent like Nadia?
Sure. So my training for Nadia is very wrist specific. I train strongmen and I have for years, and I feel like that's taken care of my body. And the biggest lessons that I've learned in relation to arm wrestling is that if I want to access that strength, my wrist needs to be stronger. So that's been the main focus, especially the last, ever since I got the heads up from Knuckles Up that I was offered this match.
Yeah, brilliant. And Nadia, welcome to Knuckles Up.
You're welcome.
Oh, you beauty. You've been around for a very long time. I have followed your career, and it's very, very decorated. What's it like when young superstars like Danielle are constantly challenging you and wanting to beat a very powerful name in Nadia?
I every time appreciate for the new ladies in arm wrestling because it's really hard to find great competitors for a person who is. I'm almost 26 years in arm wrestling. That way, it's really, really hard to find even equal. Power and equal. That way, we will see. The table will show. I never fight with her, and she never fight with me. And we will see what I can show to her. Maybe I can give to her a lesson.
Look at that! What an answer!
and she will continue to improve her wrestling. Maybe she will kick my ass, and that way, work harder and do not give up. And that's it.
Oh, brilliant. So I will translate that for everyone at home. Nadia just said she will absolutely whoop Danielle. Don't even bother turning up. I hate you, Will and Chris, for booking this match. No, but let's go over to Will and Ryan. I'll start with Will. Will, why was Danielle the right opponent for Nadia?
Sure. Well, Danielle, even though she has been in the sport for a short period of time, she has made massive waves. And her strength is incredible. And really, truly, it is her eagerness towards the sport, right? She has a great social media presence. She is always has a smile on her face, and she's super, super professional. So it was kind of a no-brainer. And of course, Nadia, legend, 2 hammers under her belt. We couldn't not bring her down here. So yeah, it's going to be a very exciting match.
So, Ryan, what's the process? You've seen it many times before. Superstars of the sport, up and coming challengers. What would probably be one advice you would give Danielle against a superstar in Nadia?
This is an interesting match because we have the experience, someone that's been around the sport maybe longer than I have, against a newcomer. So I would say that they better have multiple styles prepared and multiple game plans, because if the first one doesn't work out, you need to adapt. Supermatch arm wrestling is just different.
There you go. You've heard it from everyone. That match is going to be a genuine banger. Danielle Evenson and Nadia Walinsky, please go and buy the pay-per-view. It is going to be brilliant. Support this amazing promotion in Knuckles Up. This is their 3rd one. They already have announced Knuckles Up for September 14th. So you can see the passion and the hunger from the athletes that we've already talked about, because you get yourself a win, you may just find yourself back here September 14th. So it is hungry. Everyone is here trying to make a name for themselves and continue to get some book, because we'll talk to some athletes that have been here before and they have done a very good job. But we will roll on. We do have Japan and Korea. Toshiyuki, Shashido, and G-Hun. I want to talk to my man, Shashido. Welcome to Knuckles Up.
Thank you.
So how excited are you to be flown across the world to have a super match here at Knuckles Up?
Okay. He is really excited to pull with him because it's not so many opportunity just if he just in Japan.
And what makes the Japanese style so exciting? What's he going to bring to the table that we haven't seen, say, in the Western world?
He is really excited to come here. He definitely had a jet lag, but he had enough rest, and then he is really ready to pull now.
Okay, brilliant. And then, of course, G-Hun. G, welcome to Knuckles Up.
영광입니다. I'm honored right now.
Coming from Korea, and of course the athlete next to you is from Korea, how motivating is it to get a big win on a big stage, especially with someone else from your country on the card?
일단 일본하고 한국에서 누가 1위끼리 누가 더 센지 좀 논쟁이 많았는데 그걸 증명할 시간이 와서 너무 즐겁습니다.
So people don't know about the arm wrestling history for Korea and Japan. Japan always had a little bit more years of experience in arm wrestling. So now Japan #1 and then Korea #1. And he want to see who's gonna be the #1.
Mate, that's gonna be brilliant, I tell you. Last question. So it's gonna be #1. Have you studied Shashido's style? Have you done a lot of homework on your opponent, or do you just like to pull and focus on yourself?
영상을 통해서 많이 분석을 했습니다.
So by YouTube videos, he was studying about his technical styles.
Oh, I love it. Japan #1 versus Korea #1. These two are going to absolutely clash on the table. It is going to be fantastic. And then, of course, the next match, we have another Korean on the card. Beck Sonor taking on Tom Holland. I just want to start with Beck. Beck, last time you were at Knuckles Up, you didn't know who your opponent was. And you stole the show. Do you know who your opponent is this time?
저번에 만나서 알고 있는데 무서워서 말을 못 하겠다. 왜냐면은 저번에 라이언 보엔을 몰랐다고 했다가 디펜시브 훅을 한다고 공표를 했다가 갑자기 탐로를 쓰는 바람에 삐져가지고 이번에는 탐홀랜드에 대해서 좀 허락을 구하고 얘기를 해야겠다.
So he did meet Tom Holland last time. So he knows who he is. But last time when he pulled Ryan Bowen, he had this thing. So when they had a conversation saying that the first match, Ryan Bowen said he's gonna go, defensive hook together, but that's not what had happened. So he's kind of scared. So he wanna know the permission, see what's gonna happen for his first round with Tom Holland.
Brilliant, brilliant. Tom, welcome back to Knuckles Up, my friend.
Nice, mate. Good to be back. Beck, no concerns there. We're going inside first round. 100%. We'll go deep inside, straps. Yeah, won't mess about. Find out who's the man.
Are you happy with that, Beck?
아주 만족하고 탐홀랜드의 스타일에 대해서 찾아봐서 잘 대처할 수 있을 것 같다고.
I'm very, fine with that. And he did study about Tom Holland's techniques, so he could, prepare for it very well.
Yeah, right. Tom, so what happens then? You've gone all in, so it's going to be a hook round one. So are you just going to throw an ambush on him and change it up the next couple of rounds, or are you just going to go toe-to-toe with him?
Yeah, well, one way or another, whether the hook works or not, I'm going to be trying different things. But the first round, everyone wants to know what's going to happen in the hook, so we'll do that first round, get it over and done with. Then after that, see what's happening.
Yeah. Beck, you're the godfather of Korean arm wrestling. Is there any, and I asked this last time and I'll ask again, is there any extra pressure because you are very well respected in Korea?
저번 경기를 져서 압박감은 있는 편인데 톰홀랜드의 스타일상 저도 충분히 즐기면서 최선을 다할 수 있을 것 같다. 만족할 만한 재미있는 결과가 나올 수 있도록 최선을 다하겠다.
So from the last time, because of the, he did lost, so he does have pressure, a lot of pressure. But this time it's Tom Holland, and their technical style goes with it. So he prepared very well, and he's gonna make it fun.
Fun is probably the best word to describe this match. They're going toe-to-toe in a hook. If that's not worth the pay-per-view at all, then you're missing out on some superb arm wrestling. That is Beck Sonor and Tom Holland. That match is going to be a killer. I know I'll be very excited sitting in the middle there. Will and Ryan, I'll start with you, Will. As you can see, it is a very international list this year. But you're a very dominant Asian community. How important was you? Because last time we had Beck come, and it was fantastic, put in a solid effort. But how important is you for Knuckles Up to really put a notice on Japan, Korea, and I'm sure in the future, all the other amazing athletes in Asia?
Yeah, sure, no problem. So essentially, like one of our goals here at Knuckles Up is to shine a light on the sport in the countries that don't get that light shined on them, right? So we have Korea, Japan. We have a star-studded cast from all over the world right now. We are looking into bringing people from India, from the Philippines, all around the world. I think a lot of these athletes truly deserve a spot on a big stage, just like Knuckles Up. And we are super happy to do that. And if you don't mind, I just want to take a quick second to thank our sponsors. Of course, Guitar Center for bringing us here at this press conference today. Sandell Sound, the Doubletree Hotel, Nose Slap, Fort Myers Laser Dentistry, the Cast Iron Pot, Region Options, and free sleeves as well. So thank you guys so much. But yes, we are 100% trying to bring as many international people here as possible. So we truly appreciate all of you guys coming here.
I really loved your transition there. You just looked like a proper YouTube video, didn't you? It was like they couldn't afford the premium. You just very smooth there, going from quick ad break, thank you sponsors, bang, going from there.
Well, I can't forget, of course, Mr. Paul Italia himself as well. Thank you as well.
There you go. Now, Ryan, and I'm not trying to stump you or make you look bad. It's just more to kind of prove a point. How much do you know about these Japanese and Korean superstars?
Probably a lot more about Japan than most people because I have been there competing. I have followed the sport over there for quite some time. So I know a little bit, but I can see how it would be a challenge if you're matched up with someone from over there to find the data that you need to adequately prepare.
So what do you think? What else could we do for someone that's been around the sport for so long? What else can we do to shine a light on athletes so we can get them more matches internationally?
Well, the High Five and Knuckles Up are doing it. They're actually reaching out and bringing these athletes in, and they need to just keep doing that.
Yeah, beautiful. Absolutely love it. Okay, we will roll on. So many awesome athletes coming up. And then, of course, we have BJ Farcarus and Migus Dokus. BJ, buddy, you missed the memo for Knuckles Up too. We missed you, buddy, but we saw your Knuckles 1 up. So welcome back, my man.
Very proud to be back. Thank you.
Can we give everyone an update? Because you came in Knuckles Up 1, and you came in beautifully. Got the win, very aggressive, very passionate. What has been the last 6 to 8 months of BJ Farcarus?
Going to a couple of small town tournaments, and since I got the word about this, I've been training specifically for Migus and just working, trying to get better every day, and looking forward to more opportunities like this. So it came about.
Well, with this opportunity, what is there a main focus point? Because you're coming up against a world-class athlete, and that's the level that you want to be at. You've told me on camera, you've told me off camera that BJ Farcarus, we need to make him a household name. You're becoming a name in the United States. So what has been the focus in order to beat a world-class athlete in Minda?
Well, just making sure to train and showing up and doing the best that I can. But yeah, this would be my first chance at an international opponent and a super match opportunity. So I know my hands are full, but I prepared and I'm confident in myself and my abilities. So I'm going to do the best I can to get to my spot and try to keep him out of his spot.
Do you just quietly in front of the world tell me how you're going to beat him? But help my commentary a bit more. You just want to, no? Okay, no, that's all right. Minda, the big wrecking ball. I was going to give you my best Miley Cyrus, but I can't sing. What else can I say? I can't sing. Mate, welcome to Knuckles Up.
Well, glad to be here. Thanks for inviting.
How have you been enjoying yourself so far?
Yeah, it's a good experience, coming down here and all the way, up to New York. Yeah, but it's good. It's good. I like it.
So now you are becoming an international name. You're a superstar all over the world. You're about to make your name in the United States. How important is beating BJ Farcarus tomorrow night?
Well, to be honest, I don't feel like a superstar or something, the level is probably going up time by time, every year improving. But yeah, BJ, I watch his videos as well. He's a very strong opponent, but yeah, his style, he's a really good top roller, getting the top. I need to stay away from that, get him in my sweet spot, and I'm going to do what I do, I'm the wrecking ball, I have to wreck.
It is good. Well, what do you think of that? What do you think of that, BJ? I'm getting a very calm energy from Minda. Do you see that as respectful, or do you just see it as he's just going to come in and just roll all over you?
Oh, and I've had the chance to get to know him a little bit. He's a very respectful guy. So, he's the wrecking ball, and I'm the human curse word. So hopefully he's screaming some curse words at the end of the event.
Oh, it's going to be brilliant. And Minda, what does cracking the United States, how important is that for you to crack the US market and continue to be booked over here?
I think it's already cracked. I'm here, isn't it? Yeah. It's just probably another bump on my road.
It is brilliant. That is what is that? The 6th match on the card. BJ Farcarus and Migus Dokus. I mean, guys, I'm happy to sit here silently for 15 seconds if you quickly all want to go buy the pay-per-view now. You would be mad not to. And if you don't buy the pay-per-view, I kind of hope you step on Lego barefoot. That's all, because you need to buy it. It's going to be a superb event. It's going to be fantastic. And we are going to roll on to our semi-main events. We've got the stalwart here. He's beat at every knuckles up in Jason the Fine Wine Merlo, and he's taking on the man that travelled as far as I did, the man from Australia, Mario Tambakis. Mario, mate, do you just want to explain to everyone watching your fantastic weight cut that you had to put yourself through?
Not really. It was horrible.
How many pounds did you end up dropping for this match?
So it was 5 weeks worth of dieting, and then obviously the last 72 hours was fasting and cutting.
In the mic.
So 72 hours fasting, and then dehydration for the last 2 days. I lost 32 pounds in total.
Wow, you can hear the aura in the room. You know, get your calculators out for us that use kilograms. That is quite a lot. So you can see there, how relieved were you? And there was no favouritism because Mario is from Australia. Jason was there as well. He saw that Mario made weight. What was your first thought when you went, right, I did it in my jocks, got to flex in front of the world?
Yeah. First thought was, that's the hardest part done. I'm not even thinking about Jason.
Brilliant. Jason, I like you. Why are you such a dick to Mario to make him cut so much weight? No, I'm only joking. They actually, a little backstory, they went back and forth, and Jason was actually quite generous with what the weight limit was. Jason, mate, you're at Knuckles Up. You're finding yourself a very nice home here.
Thank you for having me, first of all. Thank you, Will. Thank you, Chris, for having me back. Yeah, I'm finding a home here at Knuckles Up.
So why is it so important, not only for you to win, but to continue win at your home, basically your hometown promotion?
Well, it's nice to keep a little bit of momentum, right? You know, I got a lot of people supporting me. A lot of people like to see, I'd say, this type of character kind of strive and start to make his climb up. And, you know, I've been given that opportunity. I've been very fortunate for that. So I have a lot of weight on my shoulders that I have a job to continue to carry the torch up.
And what are your thoughts on having an opponent from Mario? Because every time you seem to have an opponent, they have to fly further and further and further away to get here. Why do you cheat like that? No. What's it like that Knuckles Up, in all seriousness, that Knuckles have the confidence in your ability, which a lot of us that know you personally know that you're that superstar that we're trying to die at. So what does it mean to you for Knuckles Up to have the ability to continually bring international people to try and get a win on you?
It's amazing. It really is a dream come true because a lot of people have a lot of trust and they believe in me. And I've been wanting to get these opportunities, and I think I'm showing up for them. And I'm going to continue doing that. And that's why I said, look, I got a job to do, and it's going to get done.
Mario, forget about the food for a moment. Let's focus on the match. Your opponent's right there. How do you think this match will go? Because I know you've said it on camera, you said it off camera, the excitement for that match. How do you think it'll play out?
I'd like to think it'd play out me one-tapping him 3 times. That'd be nice. But in an honest way of looking at it, I think it's going to be a 3-2 absolute freaking death war. I don't want to lose, especially after the shit I just been through. He doesn't want to lose because of all, hometown, home promotion, and all sorts of other things. So we have a lot riding on our, win, essentially.
Do you feel that as well, Jason, that you've got a lot riding on this? Clearly a huge amount of respect from Mario that he thinks the caliber that you are in this match.
Yeah, and I have a lot of respect for Mario, too. Look, that 215 pounds, that I think is significant to make this a match. And, there's a lot of questions out there for where Mario is strong. I think he's strong everywhere. He's a very versatile opponent, and that is something that I have to navigate and work around. And we're going to see how that goes down. And Mario, start eating. Start eating.
Where's my plate? You said you're going to bring me one.
Oh, see, that would have been good if we would have waited in after this, because then you would have been smelling everything. I know you've been watching me for the past few days eat, and that's a good thing, but I want you to eat because the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
No worries.
Brilliant. That is your semi-main event. I'm actually getting goosebumps because of that match. It's going to be fantastic. Of course, Mario Tambakis, Jason Merlo. That is your semi-main event for Knuckles Up 3. Now, I think we only need one. Cameron, we've got the three biggest men in the room right here. Your main events. And I feel bad sitting next to you two because my shoulders are huge. They are, but I'm only joking. Of course, I've got Murtala, Aslanov, the Golden Dragon, Kamil Jablonski. I'm going to start with you, Murtala. Can you give everyone an update of where you have been? Because you have been a superstar 2 years ago. You won the Arnold Classic. You've had some really good super matches, but then we haven't heard of you lately.
At first, I want to say thank you to guys who make this event, and it's for me very happy to be part of this event, and especially part of main event. And thank you them for their respect to our sport, to respect all of us. We see in every small detail their respect. About me, I have enough experience in this sport and about 25 years. And sometimes I beat very good sportsmen and do a lot of things. Every time I say, when one day in my country someone start to write some books about our sport, they will write about me some page, because I do some I get some medals, some place first in our country's sport history. But about 5 years ago, I get some injury and I little bit go to rest. But now I try to come back. And tomorrow we will see I am ready or not. And also thank you to Kamil for these fights. Guys spend their time, spend their money, their power to make this event. They did half part of this. Another part depends on all of us and me, Kamil, and all the other sportsmen. And tomorrow, I think we will try to do our best to make a great show.
Mate, brilliant. That's a fantastic answer. Absolutely loved it. Before I get to you, Camille, I want to go over to Ryan and Will. Will, obviously I'll start with you. Why was this the main event? Because you've got 7 other matches that could have been the main event. I'm not asking you to disrespect any other opponent, but why Kamil Murtala? Why is this the great main event, by the way? Don't everyone watching, don't get me wrong. This is a cracking main event.
Well, it's actually a very simple answer. As we said before, we're trying to bring new opportunities to people who deserve them, right? Kamil, he's been around for a long time, and people just never really put him on a big card. And when we reached out, he said yes. We said, that's it, the Golden Dragon's coming to Knuckles Up. Aslanov is the exact same thing. Winner of the Arnold Classic, 25 years in the sport, absolutely incredible athlete. I think this is going to be a birth of another superstar. I'm not saying he's going to win or lose, but is going to be absolutely...
That's exactly what you're saying.
It's going to be absolutely amazing.
I've seen your betting tickets out. You dropped them out the thing, and I was like, Will's put a bet on Aslanov.
Did you see the secret list? It's all pre-planned. No, I'm just kidding. But that's a good segue to our sponsors, Guitar Center. Thank you very much for everything we do here. But in all seriousness, I did forget 98% and Kraken Arm Wrestling. But one thing I do have to mention to the people at home, at the bottom right corner of your screen, there is a QR code. Scan that, and you can get your pay-per-view right away. But I know I'm taking the mic. I'm sorry you love it. I love it too. It has to happen. One thing that is very, very important is that a few of these matches, the winner will gain their spot to September 14th's Knuckles Up 4. So we will announce that later today. But there is a lot riding on this card. So we are super excited. And yes, back to the main event. They're amazing. Look at these guys. They're absolutely huge, Jake. You're squeezed in between two, massive men. You're such a small guy yourself. I know it's very uncomfortable, but yeah, it's going to be a great card.
Oh, it's going to be a great card. And I love that it's win, book yourself for the next Knuckles Up. I think that's fantastic. I'm not even competing, and that's got me excited. Ryan, what do you like about this main event?
I like it that it's unexpected. I mean, you've got Camille, who's been on a tear lately. And when you're matching him up with people, you're normally pretty limited. You're going through the list of guys. And all of a sudden they come up with Merlo. And I was so impressed with that. I thought there's a guy with a rich history that was really, really doing some things a couple years ago, and now he's back. So there's enough unknowns in there that this is not a safe match to put money on at all. Then I will not be doing that.
So we'll get your prediction. Get him in there.
You will not get my prediction.
What's that? He said you, Camille. That's it. I'll speak Ryan SB. Fluent. No, but let's get to the Golden Dragon himself. Just like Jason, you have been at every Knuckles Up and you have been undefeated at every Knuckles Up. What is it about Knuckles Up that just brings out that Golden Dragon power?
Hi, guys. Basically, looks like my career started here. So I just doing every time my best to show my winning side. So I didn't come here to lose. I come here to win, and I want to thanks guys as well for this opportunity to pull such a top guy, which is Aslanov. He say he's first time here and he's on the main event, but he deserved to be here. He pulling 25 years. I remember him when I was smaller. He was one of the top guys. So that's why I agree for the match with him. And I'm happy that I will have a opportunity to pull legend like him, to be honest.
So was that your first thought? Were you just really excited that Aslanov was going to be your opponent at Knuckles Up 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Yeah, all right, man. A few words. No, no, it is brilliant. Aslanov, can you give us an update? You were speaking about that injury 5 years ago. How is it feeling now?
Now I think I'm okay, and I passed very difficult period to recovery, but now I feel good. And at the last 5 years, it's my best shape now. I'm feeling very good, and I think we will see.
Yeah. Did you think Camille would be bigger? Did you think he'd be bigger when you first met him? Did you thought his size? Did you thought he'd be bigger?
As we know, arm wrestling not depend on size. We see it many times on table. Camille, very dangerous opponent. He's very strong, very smart, and I hope it will be a very great match because style is different.
Yeah, no.
Yes, I don't want to talk about future.
No, you're right. We'll do that after the match, my man, because I know you're very excited.
As Camille said, I am also here not to lose. I come here to win because I also need to win because I want to show first myself that I am come back after to all others. That's it.
Yeah, beautiful. One word from you, Camille. Will we see that dangerous press tomorrow night?
I want to surprise a little bit the world, so I will do many things tomorrow, to be honest.
That is a very long one word.
I will try many things, so don't just wait for one push.
Mate, it is going to be brilliant. That is your main event. Merlo Aslanov, the Golden Dragon, Camille Jablonski. We are about 23 hours away from Knuckles Up 3. You have 8 incredible matches. These modern day gladiators are going to go head to head tomorrow night, and you don't want to be the person that waits for someone to text you the results. You want to be there 5 p.m. Eastern. You want to sit there and watch this incredible event. You know what the first 2 Knuckles Up brought. You saw the birth and the rise of Camille Jablonski from Knuckles Up 1. You saw the incredible match with the 2 athletes next to Camille, with Jason Merlo and Tom Holland. They had one of the top 5 matches of 2023, so you don't want to miss it out. It's going to be 8 incredible matches. Will, have you got any final words before we wrap up this press conference?
Guys, once again, scan the QR code at the bottom right. We hope you enjoy. Become part of our family because we know that each and every one of you love arm wrestling just as much as we do. Ryan, anything?
Just buy the pay-per-view, guys. Once again, support the event. We have an amazing lineup here. These matches I'm more excited for this card than I've been for a card in a very, very long time. Regardless of promotion, this is a great lineup.
There it is. You've heard it from everyone. We are excited. We will see you tomorrow night, 5 p.m. Eastern, Knuckles Up 3. I have been your host, the Aussie arm wrestler, Jake Ward, and we will see you tomorrow night.